Well, good afternoon, and we're out again for another, won't be a particularly long walk, but we're out for another walk. Not quite sure what the weather's going to do. It was there was odd bits of blue sky when I left Keswick, but the time I've got here, it's a little dull, and it was raining when I first arrived. So you've seen from the B-roll of me coming up to the van, that I've come to a tarn. Now, which tarn? Now, this is Yew Tree Tarn, and it's literally just off the side of the road, and it's the road, we're not far from Coniston. We went through Ambleside on the way to Coniston, but we're stopped here. And if we look up there, you can see behind me in the trees there, and that's Holme Fell. So I just thought I'd come here. I have been here before, parked more or less in the same place, to walk up Holme Fell when I was doing the Wainwrights, because it's a Wainwright. It's the second lowest in terms of height of the Wainwrights. So we're going to go up there, and the aim was the plan is to have a mooch around here, see what I can see, possibly come up with some compositions of the tarn, and then head up up Holme Fell to late afternoon, seeing if there's possibly going to be a sunset. So yeah, we'll just have a mooch around, see if we can come up with any conversations, have a walk around the tarn. It's not a particularly big tarn, and then we'll see what we can see and go up Holme Fell. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble, if I don't ramble a lot anyway, so we'll see you a bit later. Alright, we found our first composition. We've come down below the tarn a bit. I think it's slightly man-made because there is a sort of dam, but it's very full, so there's water overflowing, as you can see from some of the B-roll I've put up. And I've come to this, I'm assuming this is just a stream coming into the main beck, and I just thought it would make quite a good composition. I mean, if we show the back of the camera there, you can see I've chosen to do it in a square crop. Zoomed in a relative amount, and the settings for the straightforward shot with a polarizer on is an 1/8 of a second at 100 ISO f11. So so we're going to play around, get the ND filter out just to slow it down and see what it looks like. It's just good to get the first image there and get your head into photography mode, making sure you remember to put the polarizer on, etc., and things like that. But yeah, it's fared up a little bit. It hasn't rained again since I've been out the van, so yeah, we'll get this one in the bag, and then we'll have as I say, we're going to have a wander around the tarn, see what we can see before we head up Holme Fell. So yeah, you can see if we look over there, there's a little bit of light on the tops there at the moment, so hopefully it'll turn out quite good. But as I say, this image, whichever's the best one, we'll put it up on the video after this. Well, we've done a full circuit of the Tarn, and we're back to where we started. There was just nothing, certainly nothing that attracted me to make a composition and take an image. So we're just taking the one here. We've got the camera there, and that's more or less the composition. The light's got even worse at the moment. It's raining on and off, just light rain. So I'll take the image, I'll do the best I can in post-processing and put it up on the video, but we're going to carry on round the Tarn again to the footpath that goes up Holme Fell, and we'll head up Holme Fell. I did actually take a handheld picture after I'd taken the first composition, which you'll have already seen. I've put it up, but as you see, it's not a particularly big town. It hasn't taken me long to walk around, and there's just nothing. When you get to the far side, it's just all swampy and reedy and whatever. So I mean, this potentially could be quite a good composition if there was light on the fells beyond, which are quite yeah, there's quite something about them. It's just that the light's not here. So yeah, I'll pack up the camera and we'll head to the footpath, and we'll go to Holme Fell and see what we can see from the top there. So yep, it could end up being quite a short video, this. So anyway, we'll see you a bit later. Right, well that's the top of Holme Fell, but I've come past the top. I will go back to the top before we go back down. Well, the reason I've come is that there's this here, what is marked on the map as disused reservoir. So I'm just going to have a look around. It looks quite quaint, so there might be some nice composition, so I'm going to have a look around there. I mean, there is a bit of a reflection in the water there, so this might be a good one. So we'll just have a wander around, see what we can see, and yeah, we'll catch up with you a bit later. Right, well, I've wandered round the reservoir, and I did try a composition from the other side, and it just wasn't working. The sky was too bright compared to the rest. So I've come round, in a sense, back to where I came when we first arrived at the reservoir. So yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to do, I mean, if I show you, I mean, if I put that above the camera, that's about the composition. But there's not an awful lot of colour. There's quite a bit of movement in the water. So what I've set the camera to is monochrome, and I'm doing quite a long exposure. I mean, I've done a couple at about a minute. I might extend that even more, just see what we get, just to try and smooth out the water, get the sort of effect in the sky, the clouds moving. So I mean, that's the composition. Yeah, we'll do that, and then there is another little reservoir, see if we can see that, and then we'll head up Holme Fell. So yeah, if it's any good, we'll put it up on the video after this, so we'll see you a little bit later. Right, we've come to the other reservoir, or disused reservoir, and it's not particularly big at all. I've had a quick look and I can't particularly see any compositions, so I think it's quite pleasant. You can see there's a bit of reflection in the water there, but no, I don't think it's not grabbing me, so I'm going to head off up to the top of Holme Fell, so we'll see you a bit later. Right, we've made it to the top. I don't know whether I'll be capturing any images up here. If we look that way, yeah, you can see Windermere. Or maybe not, maybe that's Coniston. That's Coniston Lake. And I think in the cloud over there, I will confirm it on the video that I think that, or I'll put up the name if it's not. I think that's the Old Man of Coniston up there. And then we're looking over to Little Langdales. Yeah, we're not very far from. We just come over here, and we just straighten the camera up. Down a bit. The farm buildings that you can see there is where we've parked and then walked along the path to Cathedral Cave, and just down there somewhere is Hodge Close, where I've done a video from, it's probably about a month or so ago, the one where you get the reflection and it looks like a skull. Yeah, and that's Little Langdales, and it's just very very low cloud, etc. So I maybe just take a breather, have a look around, and if there's anything that takes me fancy, I'll maybe capture that. If not, we'll just start heading back down. Sunset's not going to happen in this sort of weather, so anyway, we'll see you a bit later. Right, I decided to come up with a composition. It's not the most brilliant one, but I think it'll be quite nice. I've zoomed in on I don't know whether you can see down there, the farm building that I talked about, where you can park and then walk to Cathedral Cave. So I've zoomed in, not too close, so it shows it in its environment. So yeah, hopefully that's a nice image. The light's fairly poor, so I think we're just gonna head down to the valley, and if suddenly we get some stunning light, which I doubt, but we can always stop and capture some images. But I think that'll be a nice image, so yeah, we'll put it up on the video after this, and we'll see you shortly. Right, well, we've made it back down to the tarn. I've just got to walk back around the footpath to the van now. So it's been a reasonable day. It's just a shame about the light. I'm sure that Holme Fell will be a brilliant place in the right light. Just when you've got very grey skies and not lighting up the mountains, it leaves a bit to be desired, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, hopefully there's 2 or 3 reasonable images. So, and I think, I'm told, although I've never been here at that time, it's extremely good. Probably in July or August for the heather. Lots of heather. So yeah, it's maybe worth putting in the diary to come back. Yeah, heather time. I did do a video last year about going looking for heather at Barrow, etc. So yeah, but just to say, if you've enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? The channel is slowly growing, and yeah, please, I do ask, if there's something you don't like, or if there's something you do like, or you think there's something that will make the channel's good, or you've got any questions, please comment. I do answer all comments, and it is good to see what people are thinking. So yeah, it's strange business, is YouTube. Don't really know how I got into it, but I'm into it. So hopefully, it would be useful if it just grew a bit, yeah, a bit more. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's it really. I'm just starting to ramble. I'm not quite sure where the next video will be from. I am hoping. I was thinking of not far from here is Coniston. That's not an area I've particularly explored at all at any point, so that might be quite good to come and do some videos from that. And I'm told there's some old mine workings that might make. I quite like old mine workings, and they might make some good images. So yeah, so I'm not quite sure, but anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.